Good morning. Today we're going to be starting our next project. It's a project about proportional relationships. And just to give you like a quick summary here, we're going to be picking three pairs of quantities to investigate. This is very similar to the investigation we did at the beginning of the unit, where we measured different things around the classroom, or if you did it at home. We had the book stacks, the heartbeats, the shadows, the temperature. So it's very similar, except this time you're going to be the ones choosing what to measure, and we won't know if they're proportional or not until after the investigation. Okay, so you're going to choose three pairs of quantities to measure. We're going to analyze the calculations or the measurements, and we're going to determine which pairs are proportional and which pairs aren't. For the ones, just you can see the phases here. So the first one is data collection, right? The second one is the analysis, and we're going to find out which ones are and which ones aren't. And involved in the analysis is also coming up with equations, because we know how to do this now, right? So if they are proportional, we'll find the constant of proportionality, or the unit rate, and we can come up with an equation for it. And then in phase 3 of this project, we're going to organize everything in a report. Let me put it in blue. And most of the work is going to be done in phase 2 anyways. And so in the report, you're mostly just organizing your work. So think of this as organizing work. And then in phase 4, this is just to basically display our work. We're going to make a poster with the equation that we made. And more information about this is going to come out. First, we'll only talk about phase 1, though. Let me clear this off. Now, in phase 1, you're picking the three pairs. And while you're picking these quantities to measure, I want you to think about a few things. First, do they have an effect on each other? Do they affect each other? Because if they don't, then they're definitely not proportional, right? You want something that you know has an effect on each other, but you're not quite sure if they're proportional or not. So do they affect each other? Are they proportional? Are they proportional? Not asking, you're just thinking about it. Like, do you think they're proportional or not? And you can also ask yourself, or you can also perform a mini test, meaning try out like one or two measurements basically, and see if it has the effect that you expected or not. So you can do these three things to determine, or as you're thinking about what you want to measure. Of course, do not choose anything that we've done in the investigation. If you need any like special supplies, maybe ask me about it. But otherwise, if you want to bring stuff from home, or if you want to do it so that it's completely virtual, so that you're maybe making calculations, that's also fine. We're going to take 10 measurements, and I'll show you how to organize them into a table later in the video. And then we're going to plot all of this onto a scatter plot. A lot of people honking outside. And so again, the rest of the video is going to show you how to do that. Okay. Now let's get rid of this. Now down here is the rubric. Please read it well. It shows you how you can get full marks in each category just for phase 1. Again, phase 2 to 4 we're going to do at a later point. Let's see. There, for 2 to 4 later. So you can get 2 out of 2 for choosing 3 pairs of quantities, and at least one of them has to be proportional, and at least one has to be non-proportional. So keep that in mind while you're choosing the quantities. Because if none of them are proportional, then you can't really do the second part of the project. And if they're all proportional, then let's make it so at least one is and at least one isn't. I'm going to grade you on the table, making sure that you are using accurate titles and using accurate units and have the correct number of measurements. I'm going to grade you on your graph. Make sure that the scatter charts are accurate. You give each axis an appropriate title and appropriate scale. Okay, so it's very simple. but you have to focus really well on the second half of this video. All right, let's clear this out again. All right, good luck, and I'll see you at some point. Bye.